to Watkins Glen International, site of tonight's Cave City Roleplay Truck Series. Part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues as you watch the 8 of Ethan Evers getting up to speed down the backstretch into the bus stop. Turns 5, 6, 7, and 8. Down into the carousel turn 9. And we're going to ride on board with Ethan Evers because we can. Goes to make his first qualifying lap. Through turn 10. Back to the left to set up turn 11. And how you get off turn 11 really important as you start your qualifying lap. You carry as much speed out of the corner as possible. Cross start finish line. You're going to start braking right around that yellow light. Load up into turn number 1. Gets a lot of curb there. A little too much curb. That'll slow him down a bit. Go up through the gears into turns 2, 3, and 4. They called the S's. Going to be full song coming out of that 4th corner. And heavy braking into the bus stop. It's a quick right, left, right section. And into carousel turn 9. Truck a bit out of shape on Evers there as he came out of turn 9 carousel. Truck seemed a little loose. Drop it down a gear into turn 10. And back to 11. Montrose is here, perfect. Evers crossed the line. That is a lap around Watkins Glen International. Ethan slowest of the 3 so far. Mike Edwards in the 14, quickest time so far. Trenton Sneed then tops him in the 81. Trenton almost half a second faster than Edwards. It's quite the heater from the 81. Still some heavy hitters to come, like Blake Giglio. Here's Blake in the 16. Fastest in practice, Lucas Hoytsma second quick. Blake's off the track. Guess trying to keep his tires cool and cheese it. We'll just watch him cheese around, why not? See him keeping the tires in the grass to keep the tires cool. It's hilarious to watch. Probably the last corner he could do it in, because he'll have to start focusing for his actual timed lap. Here goes Blake on his timed lap. Just checking on Sean Purcell. There he is. I got to put his decal on. Just check it on Ian. Got to put his on too. Let's watch Trenton. Why not, right? I think he's already completed both his laps. Is it legal? It won't give you a black flag. There's no rule about it yet. I say yet. Very underscored. Yet. Cleaver is able to pick up on his second lap. Goes slower. Cleaver will remain second. Quinn Newton sitting on the pit lane. Jeremy Scherer on his second lap. Blake coming out of the carousel turn 9, head to turn 10. We'll be able to see what kind of lap times he's putting down. Again, fastest in practice. This track is depressing. It's legal as long as the admin doesn't see it. Hey, Cody! Blake to the stripe, 14.006 puts him on the pole. 0.3 quicker than Trenton Sneed. And then he is going to bin it into the inside wall. Lucas starts his lap. Let's see if we can jump in on Lucas's on board here. Lucas to the start finish. 113.793. Tops Blake Giglio. Hello, Chris. Lucas just obliterated everybody. That's an absolutely blistering lap from Lucas, the only truck down in the 113s. Guess that's why they call him the Golden Boy. Out of 10 and 211. Second of his 2 qualifying laps. Look at him trying to get that power down coming off 11. Truck dancing everywhere. Even faster, 113.672. Good grief. Hoytsma has the speed for sure. He'll disappear behind the tire barrier, because why not? Check in on Mr. Short Track driver, Cliff Mullins. I think he's probably pretty confused by these right-hand turns. We'll watch him. We'll have to check in on Ian Montrose, try to get his iRacing number. I think we fixed Sean Purcell's, but we got to get Cliff. Not Cliff, we got to get Ian taken care of. Cliff out of turn 10. Rolls through 11. He'll be the final truck to put a lap in. And Cliff post a lap time. Guess he got an off track somewhere. That one did not count. So Cliff will not show up as a truck that qualified. We'll have 15 with a lap in and 5 that aren't, including this 37 truck. We will go into the race mode. Drivers and cameras pulled up. Jump in on Lucas' truck, wait for the field to fill up. Let's actually check in on some other guys, make sure their banners work. Go ahead and tag lead control R here. that should help him fill in. We got Montrose's number. Loaded in quick. All the things I do to make the broadcast look good. Hope you guys appreciate it. If Montrose was already on a track, yep, we'll have to do it again. Alright. Good thing we have a decent base lap here. Let's go ahead and do our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12 while the paint schemes load back up. We have Lucas Hoytsma on the pole in the number 97 Labor 12 Chevy Silverado. See the yellow banner across his windshield with Cave City on it. That means he is in the playoffs. Should see 11 of those, as the 12th one, JR Deal, not here with some health issues. So wish him well. Lucas Hoytsma on pole. Blake Giglio in the 16 Valvoline I Am Speed Chevrolet starts in second. Trenton Sneed in the Trans Technologies Chevrolet. He'll start in the third spot. We have Cody Cleaver in the number 2 Till Valhalla Project Chevy. He is starting in fourth. Mike Edwards in the Brittany's Billiard Chevrolet with Dockside Rides. He's got his playoff Chevy in the fifth spot. The breast cancer awareness pink going on. Bill Rivard, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevy, starts in the sixth spot. Colin Teague, the highlighter, starts seventh. Ian Montrose in the Cave City Roleplay Chevrolet starts in the eighth position. Travis Martin, the Caterpillar Ford, starts in ninth. Quinn Newton, Labor 12 Chevy, starts 10th. Jeremy Scherer in the Bass Pro Shop Chevy starts in 11th spot. Ethan Evers, Dockside Ride Chevy, starts in 12th. Jay Munch in the Raptor Chevy, 13th. Zach Margison's got his Anime Chevrolet starting in 14th. Then you have the Bluey Ford starting 15th. Gatlin Downey starting 16th. Cliff Mullins 17th in his Pinnacle Trailer Sales Chevy. Will Ashbrander starting from the pits in the Fort Worth Screen Dysautonomia Awareness Chevrolet. Scott Elson, the LiveRC.com Chevrolet, starts in 19th with the breast cancer awareness pink going on it. And Daniel Wallen, Labor 12 Chevy, starts 20th on the field. We made it through them all right as we're getting ready to go green. Teammates Giglio and Hoytsma charging towards turn number 1. Hoytsma has the preferred inside, Giglio on the outside. Turn 1 can be a bit of a mess on the road courses. See if everyone makes it through safely. So far, so good. Hoytsma trying to get the advantage into the S's. Giglio fighting back. Blake going to take the lead here. Nice move from Giglio. Hoytsma got a bit loose there to back into the truck, stepping out. Not able to give Blake Giglio a challenge just yet. He'll stay in line into the bus stop. So he bounced through 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rapid succession. Down into the carousel. Giglio leads Hoytsma, Sneed, Cleaver, and Rivard, your top 5. And Montrose, Edwards, Teague, Martin, Newton. Hoytsma putting the pressure on Giglio. Giglio getting out of shape, coming into 10, back in Wiggles. Hoytsma's trying to get to what would be the inside for 11. Not quite able to get there. And they'll take this race back to the start-finish line. Giglio way to the inside to protect. Dive into turn number 1. Giglio holding that inside as he was protected. Be another right-hander for turn 2. Trent Sneed has Cody Cleaver right on his tailgate. Hoytsma tried to get alongside Giglio. Not quite. Cody Cleaver just wrecked in the 2. Took out Ian Montrose a bit. Montrose has heavy front end damage now after Cody Cleaver took a spin in the S's. One of our playoff drivers running into trouble already. Let's see if we can find what happens to the 2. Loses the back end on his own going into the bus stop. Swaps back right across the track in front of his teammate Ian Montrose. Unfortunate there. Cleaver now has significant damage to his truck. Giglio, Hoytsma, Sneed, then a bit of a gap to Rivard. Montrose is now 5th, has that front end damage. We'll see if it overheats or affects the truck at all. Colin T right behind him. So far hasn't seemed to affect Montrose too much other than losing some track position. Top two still Giglio and Hoytsma. I think Lucas is okay with riding second right now. Trying to save his tire a bit. Track definitely wears out the tires. I believe we'll have a one-stop race. And we'll see. They need to make it to about 17 to make it on one stop. Hoytsma's all over the back of that 16 of Giglio. Took a wider entrance into the carousel to try and probably cross underneath him on exit, but Giglio keeping it nice and tidy, held down to the inside line. Nowhere for Hoytsma to go. Hoytsma's looking to the inside in turn 11, just showed the nose to Giglio to see if he can get him offline. Does get him a bit out wide on exit. Hoytsma's going to have a run at him. Giglio tries to protect inside. Hoytsma gets out of shape trying to get to the inside of him. Giglio blocking for the lead on lap 3. Trying to hold off his teammate who is very good at road courses. These two could burn up their stuff and open the door for Trenton. Trenton would certainly take that. We watch the lead battle from the 81 and 3rd. Going up through the S's. Check in with Rivard. He's the second back from Trenton. That's what that looks like going down the backstretch into the bus stop. Trenton goes a little deep there through the bus stop, gets out of shape. Rivard closes in on him. Montrose in 5th has that nose damage. Colin Teague right on his tailgate. Mike Edwards a bit further back. Currently in the 7th spot as they roll through turn 10. Should only have local cautions tonight. Unless there's like a track blocker or something crazy. Which I don't think will happen now that we're all spread out. Quinn Newton in 8th. Jimmy Shear in the 9th spot, goes way wide in turn 1. About lost the back end. It's going to give up the spot to Ethan Evers and to Travis Martin. Shear getting a bit wide there, cost him 2 spots. Mullins in 12th. And way back, Gatlin Downey still coming up through the S's in 13th, 7 seconds back. He's got Scott Elston in tow along with Margison. J Munch right there as well. Those 4 trucks, 13, 14, 15, 16, going into the bus stop. J Munch got in there pretty hot, almost got into the back of Margison. Able to avoid him, but cost him a bit of time. He loses about a half second. And Cody Cleaver, who spun around, he's angry at himself, driving pissed off in 17th. Will Ash Renner started from the pits. He is currently 18th. Daniel Wallen's already called it a day. Wallen out in 19th. Sean Purcell showed up, ran a couple laps, and parked as well. Sean Purcell in 20th. Ash Renner going to tag the inside wall into the bus stop. The truck coming around on him. If you get a little out of shape of sorts when you're braking, that can happen as the back end comes around on the 26, puts him into the inside wall. We go back to the battle for the lead. Not much has changed. Hoytsma still looking for a way around Giglio. Top 3 drivers, all playoff drivers. Then Bill Rivard crashing the playoff party in 4th. Rivard's starting to close in on Trenton. Colin Teague, Ian Montrose battling side by side. Ford versus Chevy battle. Oh my gosh, Colin Teague every which way but loose there. Could not get the traction in the 50, and Montrose gets back ahead of him. Now Edwards looking for that 6th spot. Well, the leaders caught Ashbrenner. Ashbrenner gets up and out of the way. That had to cause a moment of panic for Giglio and Hoytsma. So one of them makes a mistake. I have a feeling these two will be nose to tailgate. I used to think Hoytsman was kind of saving his tires hanging out here, but no longer do I think that after I've seen him completely sideways try to get position on Blake. Tried to cut back to the inside there, just couldn't get the traction. Saw the back end kick out there. Trenton now 2 seconds back. Bill Rivard about another second back. Field starts to spread out. One of the better road courses for the oval guys. A lot of high-speed corners. Also quite familiar with it, at least. Just once a year, as long as I can remember, NASCAR has come to this track. Oof, Hoytsman trying to get the outside position on Giglio, cuts it back to the inside, going to try to drive it up underneath of him. This is going to be a great drag race down to turn number 1. Saw Giglio trying to get the speed. Someone just dove into the inside wall. That may have been Bill Rivard. I don't know if he made it on the pit road or not. Almost looked like a crash. You see Hoytsman does take the lead away from Giglio. A new leader, 97. Lucas Hoytsman. Let's check in on Rivard. He did lose the nose on that truck. Let's take a look at what happened. See him coming off of turn 11. Starts to slide. Locks it down, but tags the inside wall. Wrecks onto the pit lane. Loses the motor, which means he may have had to take a tow of 100 yards. I don't think he had enough momentum to get to his pit box, and Bill Rivard has taken the truck out of the race. So Rivard just mentioned in our Twitch chat he killed it. Well, it was fun to have you out there for about 8 laps. Almost 8 laps. Hunter Hawkins done for the night. Right as Hoytsman takes the lead away from Giglio. Giglio led the first 8 laps. Yeah, you're a qualifier. You got speed and then don't know how to long run it. Giglio, see the brake bias on his truck. He was sliding that thing into turn 1. Takes it out wide. Up through the S's, 2, 3, and 4. See Trenton still lurking in the background. He's got now almost 5 seconds over Montrose, so Trenton, no pressure. And you have Montrose, Teague, and Edwards. 4th, 5th, and 6th now. Quinn Newton in the 7th spot. Labor 12, 88 Pepsi truck. Travis Martin now in 9th. Evers. So Travis in 8th, Evers in 9th, and Mullins in 10th. Then Shearer, playoff driver Margison. We have Jay Munch. We have Elston in the 85, 14th. Cody Cleaver trying to rebound from spinning in the S's. He is closing in on teammate Scott Elston. 1.2 the gap and closing in. So they have all caught Asherbrenner. They'll make their way by the wounded 26 truck. Asherbrenner up out of the groove for everybody. Nice sportsmanship. You have Gatlin Downey in 16th, about 7 seconds back. And you just saw Asherbrenner. He is 17th. Last truck still running. A lap down to the field. Takes us back to Hoytsman and Giglio's. Hoytsman's starting to put a little gap over Blake's, over half a second now. Still see Trenton in the picture. Trenton's about 2 seconds back. There's the 81. Good playoff points to be picked up here for Trenton. If he can stay up in the top 5. Montrose 4th. Colin Teague going to look to the inside as Montrose gets way wide in the carousel. Believe me when I say that is not the line. Teague peeks to the outside. Montrose making that truck wide. Teague has no option but to follow suit. See it all from the 14 of Edwards. Right on board and watch this battle for 4th for a bit. This is our closest battle on track according to our timing and scoring, other than Cody Cleaver just passed Scott Elston for that 14th spot. All of our top 10 trucks, though, this is what we got. Through 2, 3, and 4 onto this little backstretch. Edwards peaks to the inside, backs it off early. Into carousel turn 9. Montrose once again gets wide. Keeps opening that door for Teague. Make it around the lap there. Teague gets way out wide at turn 1. Mike Evers is going to try to take advantage here. Teague just went way out into left field. He'll drop from 5th to 6th. Not the ideal racing line. Let's go back and take a look with a different camera. See the 50. Losing it on corner entry, able to not spin the truck around, but gets so far out wide. Added so much distance to his corner that Edwards able to get by. Teague now in 6th. Quinn, Travis Martin. Martin starting to close in a bit. Battle for 7th is Bruin. Meanwhile, Cody Cleaver able to get by J Munch. Puts Cleaver 13th, trying to rebound from that early race incident. A lot of speed in this 2 truck because he was up in the top 5 after qualifying. He has to be pretty mad at himself. Lucas disappears for a moment there. It's about to panic. Now has 1.6 over Giglio, as I kind of thought. Luke Blake was a little bit harder on them tires. Couldn't keep that pace he was going. Trenton 4 seconds back now of Blake. You have Montrose another 6.5 back, and he has Edwards closing in. See that nose damage to the 1. That was from contact getting into the 2 truck as the 2 spun coming up through the S's. Hasn't seemed to affect the 1 too much. Certainly not ideal, but hasn't seemed to affect the performance of the 1 that much. Ian's had a rough day. Had the car break down with the kids out in the real world. So glad he's here trying to blow some steam off. Hopefully get a good finish. Mike Edwards in that 5th spot. Colin Teague, what we call the highlighter, bright yellow and pink. Riding in 6th, and 7 seconds from there. You have this battle. Travis Martin gets to the inside coming out of turn 1. Quinn Newton, I think, is going to give it to him. Martin takes 7th, Newton down to 8th. And then 8 seconds back from that battle, so Martin gets a little out of shape coming out of the S's. Oh my gosh, gets onto the grass, saves it. He's going to lose the spot to Quinn going into the bus stop, but he still has a race truck to fight another day. Then you look back into that background there, you see the 8 and 37, Ethan Evers, Cliff Mullins, rounding out the top 10. Evers in that 9th position. Mullins in 10th. Check in Jeremy Scherer, 15 truck is 11th. Another 7 seconds back, there is Margison, 55 truck. I can guarantee you he's angry about being at the road course. Just kind of the way he is. Does not like road courses. Cody Cleaver loves road courses. Had that early race incident. Has him now 44 seconds behind the leader. 2.5 behind Margison. You have Jay Munch, the Raptor Chevy, currently in 14th. Scott Elston, currently 15th. There's Gatlin Downey, last truck on a lead lap. As he heads towards turn 10, you look in the background, you see Hoytsman Giglio coming. Closing in on 16th place, Gatlin Downey. We're also approaching halfway. Doing the math in my head, so it's 17 plus 1, 18. Lap 18, end of lap 18. Be giving away halfway points. Giglio's made up a little ground on Hoytsman. Not a lot, but 0.2 of a second. Trenton, 5.7 back of Blake. Definitely kind of on an island because then he has 7 seconds back to Montrose, but he does have the lap truck of Asherbetter to contend with. Will's been conceding ground to most drivers. Trent's going to have to follow him to the bus stop though. I'm sure Asherbetter will get out wide. Trent will take the inside line out of there. Montrose and Edwards, teammates, 4th and 5th. About as close as Edwards has been for a while. Downey Jr. is passing Cody Cleaver because Cody Cleaver's hit the pit lane. First truck to come down, take his service. 4 tires and fuel for him. So Hoytsman stays out and Giglio hits the pit lane. Giglio sacrificing the stage points. Hoytsman staying out. We'll see how this plays out on track. Giglio hitting the pit lane first. End of lap 18 is your stage points.
I figure.
Giglio 14.2 down and away. So he's going to only drop to 8, so he'll still be in stage point contention. Just not the same bundle he would have got for second. Road courses need round of boots. That would be chaotic. Totally chaotic. It'd be entertaining, for sure. Hoistman's going to come off turn 11. He's going to take the turn to the pit lane. See if he can make it to the start-finish line before Trenton Sneed comes around. And also see if Trenton hits the pit lane or not. Trenton's going to stay out and go for the points. Can he beat Hoistman to the line? He will. Trenton Sneed gets the stage win. Picks up the 10 points. Lucas gets 9, so we only sacrificed a point by pitting there. Montrose gets 8. Mike Edwards stays out and picks up 7. Colin Teague hits the pit lane. Travis Martin. It's like Teague will get the 6 points, and then Martin, as it disappears on us. I was reading that. See where all the trucks pit, don't pit. We're still waiting for the last truck to cross the line. Looks like Cliff Mullins is going to be the one. Good job, Cliff. And we get all of our stage points awarded. Trenton also picks up a lap lead. That's a bonus point. I'm sure he will pit this time by.
That's fine.
Well, Trenton shows I don't know a damn thing. Trenton stays out. Cleaver's on fresh tires. Here goes Montrose and Edwards to the pit lane, the 1 and 14. Both dive to the pit lane. Trenton gives up the lap to Cody Cleaver. It's not for position, but Cleaver was a lap down. Now he is not. J Munch is coming off the pit lane. He is showing a lap down, as is Margison coming off the pit lane. You see the 1 and 14 still making their way to the box. Long pit road at Watkins Glen. Gatlin Downey ahead of the 2 of Cleaver. That is for position. 13th spot being contested. Right ahead of leader Trenton Sneed. He has not been to the pit lane yet. Cleaver looks inside the 05 of Downey. Downey not been to the pit lane yet either. So the 05 still needs to come in for service. We'll see if the 81 decides this is the time. And he does. Leader Trenton Sneed heading to the pit lane. That will concede the lead back to Blake Giglio. As Giglio used that short pit 1 lap sooner than Lucas Hoistman to take the lead back. Now Lucas probably going to have a tire advantage on him as we saw last run. But at least we should see a pass on track. Giglio's going to do everything he can to make that truck wide as possible when Hoistman gets to the back bumper. So they go by Trenton on the pit lane. Quinn Newton goes a lap down. If we can find some battles on track, you have these 3 back together again. Edwards in the middle. Montrose that 1 truck, and Teague the 50 at the back. Those 3 are racing together once again. You have Ethan Evers, Jeremy Scher. That's the battle for 9th. Behind them you see Cleaver, who pitted early. So really those 3 are the battles. At least one of them's for the lead.
Pitting.
Asherbrenner going to bring his truck to the pit lane. Downey's still out on track. Not sure what the strategy is when the 05, but he could come down and get new tires and feel better out there. It's in his pit window. Quinn Newton back on the pit lane. Problems for the 88 team. One of our playoff contenders. Might give up a spot or two back on the pit lane once again. Looks like it is a penalty as no work's being done on the truck. Newton may have picked up a speeding penalty on exit or an improper exit. 16 seconds in the box, no tires went on. That is weird. I'm not used to a 16-second penalty. I don't know. I'll have to ask. See if he's hanging out in the driver chat. He is. Let's real quick grab him. Quinn, DG, what happened to you?
I am an idiot. I suck. And I'm just an embarrassment to the sport.
But besides that, which jumped out the road?
I sped going in, and then I got pissed off, and apparently I wasn't paying attention. I sped going out.
Oof, that's rough.
So my night's done. At least I got some decent stage points, so maybe I can salvage the next round somehow. But yeah, probably didn't help myself there.
10-4. Well, good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Appreciate it.
So there's a report from the 88. Sped going into the pit lane, then sped going off the pit lane. That's rough. Double whammy for the 88. Currently one lap down. He is 14 seconds behind Gatlin Downey, so there's still... Gatlin Downey has to pit, so he could pick up a spot. Actually, as I say that, I think Gatlin Downey's on the pit lane. There he is. Here is Quinn, so he should pick up one more spot here on Gatlin. And then from there, he's about 38 seconds behind Scott Elston, so I don't think he'll make that up unless Scott makes a mistake. Check back in on the lead battle. Still the same order. Still about the same gap. I think Huisman's biding his time right now. Maybe another 2 or 3 laps. I think he'll start putting on the pressure. Giglio struggling out of turn 11 there. Almost opened the door, but Huisman stays in line. And he's going to peek to the inside, make Giglio think about it. Wearing out that mirror of Giglio. He's going to look to get to the outside through the S's. Oh my goodness. That would be sketchy, but it would work. You go back to the inside here, get the advantage, and then you'd be drag racing as you come off 4. Just the outside of 4 is so difficult to keep traction. Gatlin Downey an extended stay on pit road, and that is giving Margerson the position, even though Margerson's on the pit lane right in front of him. Margerson, our furthest back playoff driver right now, 15th. He'll be happy to hold on to that spot ahead of Gatlin Downey and get that extra point. So a struggle for the 55 and the 88. Already out are the 04 of Sean Purcell. The 9 of JR Deal didn't even make it out on track. So those 4 playoff drivers struggling it right now. The other 8 in the top 10, Cody Cleaver.
Sorry about that, Jake.
Ethan Evers, Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Mike Edwards, Trent Sneed, Lucas Huisman, Blake Giglio's. Huisman gets right on the bumper of the 16 truck. Yes, sir, Tito. I'm sure you wish you were out there. I know you were always fast in that 55 truck around here. Unless you got taken out by a lapper. But other than that. Better than that, it's playoff racing, baby. $16 and 97 out front. As Blake goes through the grass a bit there through the bus stop. Into the carousel.
Don't worry about me, Michael. I'm just, not worried about this place anymore. Track stocks.
The expected unhappiness from the 55 road course. Any road course, he would say the same thing. He is Canadian. I bet he still feels the same about Mosport and Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Huisman's just stalking Giglio at this point. It's right on board with Lucas. He's right on the back bumper of Blake. Blake's going to have to defend here. Huisman has a hell of a run. Is he really going to go too wide through the bus stop? Nope. He backs up. Definitely backed off Lake Giglio have the bus stop. Definitely got to us outside, though. Could have forced the issue. Probably would have wrecked them both. They would have had 14 seconds to try and get it turned around before Trenton got there. Dang. Couldn't even see Trenton on that straightaway. These two are putting on a clinic. Teammates over at CTC, EXT, low drag, whatever you want to call it. The bottom line is they're teammates. Racing hard into turn 1. Blake's defending the inside very hard. He has another 8 laps to hold on, though. Cody Cleaver's had an issue through the inner loop, it looks like. Let's go back and see what happened to the 2. Looks like he tried to avoid Asherbranner, and in doing so, spins himself out. Gets the truck turned back around. Didn't see him lose position there. I think he did lose one, though. Goes by the 26 of Asherbranner. Cleaver soldiers on in 11th now. Giglio, a little bit of breathing room. Although Hoytsman is quickly eating away at it. He had about a half second at the start-finish line. The truck's really that much better. Looks like Ethan may have had a bit of an issue. Here it is. Looks like he gets a little out of shape down in turn 1. It's a little wide. Slaps the inside wall. Jeremy Scherer picks up a spot. Scherer up to 9th now as Cody Cleaver and Ethan Evers both gifted him a spot. What's going on with Asherbranner? Travis Martin to his inside.
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Blake let off early for that corner. Hoytsman almost got to the back of him. Oh, Blake gets out of shape. Hoytsman's trying to get to the outside. I don't think he's quite there. Through the S's. 6.5 laps to go. Just checking out on Trenton. It's been a quiet day for him. Currently by himself. Scott Elson, a lap truck behind him.
Sorry, Marcus.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Happened to... Oh, Martinson backs right into the pit lane, right in front of the 26. That was a whole weird situation. What happened to Rivard? He lost it coming out of turn 11 and hit the inside wall. Much like this. A lot like this. Pretty much identical to that. Just more extreme. That, but more extreme. Hoisman is going for it. Gets to the outside of Giglio coming out of the S's. I don't think he'll back off here. Oh, he did. He did back off and gave Giglio the corner. That was his moment to really push the issue. Giglio seems to have worn out those rear tires. Having a harder time holding the inside line. Hoist was finding all kinds of places to take opportunities. Blake trying to... Man, he is trying to defend that inside line and get his corner at the same time. Missed the apex by a little bit. Back ends kick it out, trying to get the power down. Now they're catching the Asher-Brenner truck at the same time. Going to make things iffy off the corner. Hoyt's is going to send it to the outside. Side by side across the line. Well, Hoyt will try to go in deeper into one. Side by side coming off the corner. Not a lot of room to make contact. Giglio almost went around. Hoytsma gave him a break and turn left to get off of him. Man, oh man. Two teammates going hard. Fantastic save by both. Hoytsma definitely cut him a break. He could have been the a-hole and kept the nose there and let Blake go around. That's about a half second for Hoytsman to make up to reignite that battle. That said, that's still the closest battle on track, but we'll run through the field a little bit. Blake, your leader. Hoytsman second. Trent in third. Michael Edwards in fourth. Puts some gap over his teammate finally. Montrose in fifth. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man's in sixth. Caterpillar Truck. You have Cliff Mullins seventh. Jeremy Scherer eighth. Cody Cleaver ninth. Ethan Evers 10th, Jay Munch 11th, Scott Elson 12th. Colin Teague's taking a second pit stop. I wonder if his tires were just that bad. So he was running behind Montrose in 6th, but now he's 13th after coming off the pit lane. Definitely has a good set of tires. May have crashed. That's the only thing I can imagine. Gap's gone from half second to 4/10. Lucas tries to reel him back in. Catching Ethan Evers currently in 10th. 8 truck all kinds of out of shape as he sees the leaders coming. You could hear him sliding the rear tires there. Ethan's going to get up high in the carousel, let them go by. Nice sportsmanship.
Thanks, Will.
Giglio and Hoytsma battling. See which driver can punch their ticket into the round of 8. So we have 12 drivers, 11 of them present tonight. Going for a spot in the round of 8 in 2 weeks' time. Hoytsma gets out wide. Giglio parks it on the inside. Hoytsma not quite able to get the nose there. Best shot Hoytsma had was through one was when he got on the outside of him. Hoytsma seems a little better under braking in through the center of these corners, and Giglio is able to get good drive off. Hoytsma into the grass a little bit there. It's going to cost him some time. Still makes it up through the center of the carousel. And Giglio once again the good drive off. We turn 11. Blake missed that apex by a little bit. You're setting up for 2 laps to go from Watkins Glen. A classic battle between Giglio and Hoytsma. Seen them battle time and time again. The 2 winningest drivers in SRL history. Hoytsma sends it to the outside again. They are sideways coming off the turn number 1. Hoytsma not quite able to keep the nose there. Race up through the S's. Hoyt's a fishtail in there. Advantage Giglio as they head into the bus stop. Hoyt's was sliding that back end every which way. Blake through the carousel is 13 turns away from potentially winning this race at Watkins Glen and sealing his spot into the round of 8 in the Cave City Roleplay Truck Series. Does Hoyt's have anything left, and where does he make the move? He's going to have to get a good drive off 11, I think. Gets right to the back bumper of Blake Giglio. Giglio protects the bottom. Hoyt's was practically pushing him. How deep into one does each of them go? Hoytsman drives in a little bit deeper. He's trying to roll it. The back end starts to come around. He hangs on to it. What a fantastic save by Hoytsman in the process. He has taken the lead around the outside in turn 1. Lucas Hoytsman sends it in there. Absolutely monstrous slide there and actually takes the lead on the outside of turn 1. That was a fantastic pass. Something you just don't see every day. Incredible move by Hoytsman to get the lead. Now Giglio's on his back bumper. Can Giglio return service? He's going to slide it through the bus stop. Giglio gets way out wide and into the grass, and that may do it. Hoytsma gets a 3/4 second lead over Blake Giglio. That may be all he needs on his final lap. What an incredible race between these two. Giglio trying everything he can, but he knows it's pretty much done at that point. Hoytsma through the final 2 turns into turn 10. Out of 10, down to 11. And the golden boy, Lucas Hoytsma, brings it off turn 11 for the final time, and across the stripe, Lucas Hoytsma wins at Watkins Glen. Fantastic battle we were treated to. Blake Giglio brings it home P2. Good point stay for him. Trenton Steed, a very uneventful 3rd place. Kind of on an island by himself most of the race. Going to get great points for the 81 team. Help him set up to move on in the playoffs. Michael Edwards, his breast cancer awareness Brittany Billiards truck, bring it home 4th. Ian Montrose crossed the line in 5th. Travis Martin, Caterpillar Ford, nice quiet day for him. Take it through turn 11. Pick up the P6. Colin Teague has popped the motor. Trying to reverse it to the start-finish line. So have somewhat of a battle here. All 3 of these trucks are for position, but I think they're all settled for the most part. Cliff through turn number 11. He'll get a lead lap, 7th place finish. Jeremy Sherrill will finish 8th. Cody Cleaver, going to be a disappointed 9th for him. And Ethan Evers 1 lap down in 10th. Those are your 10. Oh my gosh, everyone crashing. Those are your top 10 after Watkins Glen. It's a great drive for Trenton. We'll watch Lucas do his thing. That was one hell of a power move around the outside of Blake Giglio in turn 1. How the hell did you do that?
I don't know. He was throwing some mean blocks. He was doing a really good job defending that. And honestly, I thought I was going to have to give him the bumper and the carousel or something on the white flag, but I think he just had a bad entry a little bit. He said he was planning on dooring me right there, but I think he got loose before he could do it. And I was able to clear him, and then one last hit on the bus stop. He couldn't stick it. He gave it his best, though. He was driving that thing.
Speaking of getting loose, when you went around the outside of him, you were dead sideways. How did you hold on to that?
I don't know. That was like the one time I used second in turn 1 through that whole run, and it got a lot more sketchy than I thought it would. But I don't know. This thing was wicked all night, but it was a ton of fun. I freaking love these trucks on the road courses.
You guys definitely put on one hell of a show. We definitely enjoyed it from the booth and in the Twitch chat. Appreciate you guys putting on a show for us instead of being boring. Thank you for that. Appreciate you getting the win there. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us?
Yeah, man. Just as always, Randy Lib 12. CTC Low Drag, M9 Performance, you for doing the broadcasting, and I mean, everybody puts this thing on. A road course in the playoffs is a lot of fun. I wish every race was a road course in these things, but man, it was a ton of fun. And shout out to Blake for racing me clean, even with all the blocks.
Other than the blocking. All right, bud. Congrats on the win. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, man. You too.
As Lucas Heisman, we'll go grab Blake Giglio, the 16 truck. Blake, DG, got a copy?
Hi.
Hello. Well, if you had it all to do all over again, what would you do different?
I don't know. Honestly, I was lucky to be up there as it was. I was just gonna do anything I could and win. But then I really didn't want to wreck him into one, and that's what I was gonna have to do. And it would have looked really bad. So, yeah, he got away from us there, and he was able to get the win.
Well, he almost wrecked himself passing you in one. What'd you think of that? Like, he was dead sideways going around the outside of you.
We were sideways the whole race, me and him. We were hitting each other a lot, and that's what made it fun. So, it was a good race.
10-4. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for us, sir?
Yeah, shout out to Broadcasting, Artemis Low Drag Esports, GC Racing, KVRP for sponsoring this. I really want to eat some candles, but we can't wait till Tuesday. And, yeah, that's what we got today. And this track's horrible.
Yeah, but it's in your home state, so you got to want it a little bit more,
Dude,
right?
I went to the cup race. I went to the cup race.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Yeah, I just went to the cup race, and it was not as good as Daytona. It was... The people there were more fun, I guess to say, because, I mean, when everyone crashed, stuff, they were jumping up and down, but other than that, I mean, this track's kind of bad.
It's 10-4. You get out here with a second place finish. Good for the point.
I don't recommend IRL.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a party track, in my opinion. That's why it sells out, because everyone's just having a party.
Yeah, they were.
I mean,
hey, good for them.
That's how NASCAR's supposed to be, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Tito wants to fight you now.
Who's Tito?
1023 graphics.
Oh, boy.
He's like, did you just say this track is bad? How dare he?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Did you really say who's Tito? The first ever Sidewinder Truck Series champion?
Yeah, wow. Let's not go back to that. Me and you both know what happened.
Yep, I do.
Yep, that was, yeah. The late models were crazy there that race before.
All right, well, congrats on the victory tonight. Get on out of here.
I didn't win!
Well, I mean, congrats on being second.
Thank you.
There you go.
Alright.
Spend that kind of night. Spend that kind of night.
It's always fun. Our conversations are always fun.
How about you come back tomorrow and run the Super Speedway with us?
Are you broadcasting?
Shit, yeah.
Alright, I'll be there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Blake, such a goofball. All right, let's go find Trenton. Why did it just act like it's live now? It's not. What the heck? Trenton in the 81. There he is. And bring him on in here if I can find him. Look at him in the waiting room like he's supposed to be. I'm so proud of you. You're the only driver that goes to the waiting room.
Oh, thank you. Beach showed me how to do that through VR, so I'm actually able to do that now.
Oh, good job. Way to go, Beach. Appreciate the team effort there.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got... That's work.
Yep, I recognized it. It looked like a very uneventful day for you. Just kind of minding your own business and on your P's and Q's. Kept it on track and brought it on third.
You obviously did not go in car once, did you?
Not with you, no. Actually, we rode on your roof for a little bit.
Well, you know my phrase, I paid for the whole steering wheel, so I'm going to use the whole steering wheel.
Yeah, you're sliding it around for sure, but everybody's doing that. That's how you got speed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't no damn just riding in the park.
Did you happen to see the pass for the win?
No, it was too far ahead of me.
Hoistman ran around the outside and was dead sideways to pass Giglio. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, I heard all of it through Discord, and evidently they about killed each other in the bus stop.
Yep.
Which, I mean...
a couple times.
If they would have done that, then, you know, I may have been a little 2 spots up, but they kept it going, as usual.
I don't know, they had 18 seconds to get it turned back around, you know.
Yeah, but if they, went in the grass, you might as well be stuck in the sand for a minute.
Well, did you have fun at least using the whole steering wheel?
Oh, good lord, yeah. The road course racing is probably the most fun I've actually had in the truck. I can't stand the 1.5 miles. Yeah,
It's,
this is probably the most fun I've had in the truck.
it's so entertaining to hear the dichotomy of the series, because then you got people in the back, they're like, oh, I hate road course racing. It's just the worst track of all time. And then you're like,
This is
this
my
is a
favorite road
blast.
course.
I know, right?
Watkins Glen's always been my favorite road course.
Yeah. Nationally, that's my favorite road course. International is probably Spa. I love Spa. But, both wide, long, sweeping corners type tracks. They're very similar.
No,
Just no.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disagree on that
Just
one.
no. We got to keep it on the wall. Out of the wall. Not on the wall. Keep it out of the wall. It's been that kind of
Those
day.
dirt car, maybe. I don't know. Get the tires off in the grass.
Well, say hi to Chrissy and Mom and Dad. I know they were all in chat. I didn't see Muggy this time, but he may have been here as well. Who knows?
He's out of town.
There you go.
But,
Do your friends and family sponsor shoutouts?
Hi, everyone. Thanks to y'all, Mom, Dad, Sis, Lee, if you're watching. Whitley, if you're watching, go to bed.
Go to bed, Whitley.
Yeah, thank Stream Technologies. We had a bad fast Silverado. I think we even led a lap, and I think we even technically got the stage win on pit cycles.
Yep. Both of those are true.
Started third, avoided the death that happened in my mirror, and kept it in clean air for the majority. Just watch the relative box and try and manage the gap. But yeah, thank Train Technologies, Sneak Tube Stone Game Farm, BCR Sim Products, STC Imperium Racing, Spitman Podcast, the entirety of C2X, Beach, Harry, Hayden, Cliff, Adam Crozier, Nathan Lafayette, anyone else that drops by, like Cody, anyone else that comes by if I forgot, my condolences. You for broadcasting, it's October. I'm looking at my B pillar. I don't see a ribbon, so if I'm back from Auburn in time Sunday, I will throw the ribbon somewhere on this thing. But thank you for broadcasting. The hell you go through with pots.
You know where it would look good?
Where?
Just a huge, beautiful teal ribbon underneath your Trayon Technologies hood logo and, on the hood.
Deal.
All right, bud. Congrats on the third place finish. Strong points run tonight. Great points tonight, really. Winning the stage, picking up the lap lead there. Should put you in great position to try and move on after next week.
Yeah, I'm happy I made the playoffs. I was actually kind of surprised I'd make it, especially how the first few weeks in this damn thing went.
It's always the same every season. Just be patient. You should be there at the end. You know how it goes by now.
I'm learning. I got rookie straps on the back of this thing for a reason. I haven't driven a truck since C-Fix in like 2018.
Jesus. Well, welcome back to the trucks. Trucks are my favorite. Them and Arca. They're my two favorite.
I still hate it. I like the Arca cars. They're my favorite.
You can hate it all you want to. As long as it's not an X-Gen, I'll drive it.
No, I'll drink to that.
Honestly, as long as it's not a street stock, I'll drive it. I hate the street stocks.
I like them. I'm just slow with them.
Good times. All right, bud. Congrats on a strong run. Get on out of here. Come back tomorrow, and we'll try to see if you can get a Super Speedway win.
I'd like to get two.
Two Super Speedway wins?
I mean, I'll take more, but realistically, I'd be happy I'll take what I can get.
What if you win 2 races tomorrow, both on the road course and in the Super Speedway?
That'd be magical. But it'd have to take hell freezing over to pull that miracle off.
You never know. People could have a really bad day, and you don't.
Well, I thought I had a chance last Friday, but bullshit happened.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Trenton Sneed bringing home P3. Let's go ahead and look at our final results. I don't know why it's still got the scoring tower over there. It's not supposed to when it's in replay. Very confusing. We'll just go ahead and take it out manually and then do it. It's a good thing we have contingency plans around here. Your winner tonight, Lucas Hoysma over Blake Giglio, then Trenton Sneed, Mike Edwards, and Ian Montrose pick up top 5. Travis Martin, Cliff Mullins, Jeremy Sherry, Cody Cleaver, and Ethan Evers your top 10. Page number 2, Jay Munch, Scott Elston, Colin Teague, Quinn Newton, Gatlin Downey, Will Asher Brenner, Zach Martison, Bill Rivard, Daniel Wallen, and Sean Purcell. I believe that's everybody. I don't think we had any more. Nope. 20 trucks start tonight. All but one of the playoff drivers showed up, so JRD will be in a must-win situation next week if he wants to move on in the playoffs. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight, giving it a go on the road course. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you being here. Let's go ahead and pay these sponsor bills. make the sponsors happy. Got to keep them happy so we can keep our leagues going. Thanks to 911fleetservices.com, does our Wednesday Cup Series. Cave City Roleplay Group that did our truck series here tonight that you were watching live at Watkins Glen. Footwear Screen Printing does our Tuesday night Xfinity Series. FSM Customs will do our Road Course Series tomorrow. We also have the Golden Eagle Syrup Super Speedway Series going on tomorrow. Then Light of My Life Candle. They give away a candle every week that Blake likes to eat. If you go to lightofmylife.us, check them out, see what kind of scents they got. M9 Performance, they do our Tuesday night modified series, do some setups over there at m9setups.com. Sneed Tubestone Game Farm, they do our Sunday Street Stock series. Spit Venom Podcast, our ARCA series on Monday, and 1023graphics.com does our Dirt Street Stock Tour. There we go. I was running out of breath. Dirt Street Stock Tour on Tuesday kicks off our Tuesday triple headers. If you want a nice, awesome base paint scheme and just slap your logos on it, that's a great place to go over there at 1023graphics.com. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you all so very much. Have a good night.